but it reminded me because when we worked there, like Slipknot called one time, and they were like apparently huge into whiskey, and they were going to come by and do a tasting. Never ended up, like, it ended up working out or whatever. But I just remember, like, how crazy would that be if Slipknot came in to do a whiskey tasting? Like, also, anybody could walk in and say they were Slipknot, and I wouldn't.
Right. Yeah. That's funny you say that, because Slipknot ended up coming out to Cedar Ridge, and they launched Slipknot Whiskey at Cedar Ridge, the distillery I was at. And so they're the biggest band to ever come out of Iowa. And, you know, one of the guys came in with his wife for just a tour. Nobody never disclosed who he was. Obviously, he wasn't in a mask.
Yeah.
And so nobody knew who the hell he was.
It'd be crazy if he just wore that in his regular life.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
It makes sense that they came from Iowa, because, like, I'll be angry too.
Right.
If I grew up in Iowa.
Right.
That's the real flyover state.
It is.
Are you okay if we talk crap about Iowa?
No, you
I
can.
know you started there.
Yeah, it's all good. My mom and my dad live there, so that's really my ties to it. But
Those are the only people I like from Iowa.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
He's looking at the Slipknot whiskey line right here. Slipknot number 9 whiskey.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they handed off their business card after that tour and said, you know, we could go make whiskey with Jack Daniels tomorrow. And it could be all over the world, but we want to help other Iowans out. And so, you know, the ball moved very quickly, and they started blending stuff up. I think they went through over 300 different blends before they found what they actually wanted. And
300.
Yeah. And this wasn't, you know, a lot of people think these celebrity spirit releases are just a bunch of bullshit, and somebody's putting their name on it. And these guys were every bit involved.
Yeah.
And so,
they're connoisseurs.
Yeah. And then when they
Clownosaurs.
right. When they launched
that blue button?
You smiled, Zach. I don't know. You smiled.
Really, that's pretty good. That wasn't like yours thing.
That straight up sucked. Come on, guys. Let's have some integrity. Anyways, keep going.
No, but they launched it, and it was very successful. And we had, like, they played their first hometown show in Iowa in like a decade, and it was at the Iowa State Fair. And the day before, they launched the whiskey out on the property, and they had fans from all over the world fly in. And just even the press release alone, when it came out, I think it came out in Forbes and Rolling Stone, and the phones at the distillery just like rang for days. Everybody wanted it, and it was like almost as if you went viral overnight.
Wow.
And it started shining a light on this little craft distillery that, to me, is they make the best juice in the most romantic way in North America. And so it was really cool that they partnered with them, and it's a long-term relationship, and they're going to be doing it for years, which is really cool.
So this is the distillery you used to work at?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is this the whiskey you brought us today?
Yeah, there is some up there.
Some Slipknot whiskey.
Yeah. It's good. It's 60% rye, 40% bourbon. One of the blends is, but yeah, it's a great sipper.
Now, did you get to meet everyone without the gimmicks on?
No, so I moved right before the guys this was actually at the distillery, but, and that's Murphy. He's the master distiller, really great guy.
Oh, nice.
But those two work together, Clown and Murphy were kind of the brainchild of it. But
it does make sense that a clown would make whiskey like that. Like, where have we been?
Right. All the emotions of a clown if you drink a bottle.
Yeah, I'm always seeing clowns drink.
Right.
I used to work at the Shriner Circus as a poop boy. I would clean up the elephant's poop.
Hey.
And then clowns would just be drinking so much.
Hey.
Yeah.
It was the classic clown versus poop boy rivalry that people always talk about.
Yeah, people do talk about it, and I usually shy away from it. But
I'm sorry.
Do the poop boys drink much?
The poop boys, we sometimes they'd slip us something. I don't know if it was whiskey.
I'm eating brunch with my people though. Homie Dak just cooked up a feast and we about to eat.